Guys, welcome back to my channel. So my curly hair is back. I really do love my straight hair, but like I said in my last video, it does get really greasy really quick, and I don't really like that. So I am gonna let my hair breathe, and then I'm excited to show out future adventures with my hair with you guys. So by the time this video is uploaded, there is a hair tutorial video. Not really a hair tutorial, just me kind of like curling my hair and talking about I can't believe that I did this to my hair. So if you haven't checked that out, sorry, I was looking at my hair. Check that out. I will link it below. I'm really excited for today. So we are going to do, we're going to do a full face of brand new Sephora makeup. Listen, I will be the first one to say that I do not stan Sephora. Sephora, when COVID-19 hit, they fired all of their part-time employees by an email, and it was so unprofessional, and I just think it was rude because like everybody was struggling. Like Sephora, I'm pretty sure Sephora didn't take that big of a pay loss when this pandemic happened because it's Sephora. Sephora is a huge company and it's in several different countries. Anyway, I didn't really haven't really shopped at Sephora before, and I decided that I wanted to try it. So the only reason that I have shopped at Sephora, and I do shop at Sephora, is because they have the more luxurious brands that they don't sell at Ulta. If I can get it at Ulta, 150% I get it at Ulta. But you can't get Fenty at Ulta, you can't get Huda, you can't get Hourglass. So I do have two Anastasia Beverly Hills products that I did get at Sephora, which I should have waited and just got them at Ulta, but I was already at Sephora. So we're going to do a full face of that. Now, mind you, when I say this, I still do not stand Sephora. And I just feel like Sephora compared to Ulta, Sephora employees are so rude. They're not as helpful, and there's just so much stuff at Ulta you can get. Like at Ulta you can get luxury, not as luxury like Fenty and all that, but you can get luxury at Ulta and you can get drugstore. At Sephora, it's just mainly all luxury, which I don't mind because I'm like bougie when it comes to makeup. But I was really excited to get all of this. So today we're gonna. This is all brand new in the box. Brand new in the box, and we're just gonna kind of show you guys. We're gonna do a tutorial. So this is exciting because you guys know, if you've watched me from the beginning or if I've talked to you about makeup or anything, I really hate Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palettes. I think they're made so bad. I had her Soft Glam palette, and I'll post a picture of it right here. And it was so chalky and so horrible, and the colors did not mix well together at all. So I ended up giving it away. But I have heard really good things about the Norvina palette, so I got a mini because I wasn't going to get a big one if I don't like it. So I'm really excited to try that out. If you haven't, hit that subscribe button below. Find me on your socials. And let's just go ahead and let's get to the party. Alright, and I am using a pink beauty blender today. I have not used one of these in so long. So the first product we have is the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. And this is in the shade Soft Matte. I do not think that I wanted this one. Oh well. Fenty and Rihanna just released earlier that she is coming out with a skincare line. I'm really excited because I really love this. And this is what the primer looks like. So we were at Sephora, and Brianna was like, oh, my mirror's in the car. Brianna was like, that's really weird because her products look like Kim Kardashian West's. And I'm like, yeah, I think there was a lot of saying that she basically like stole Rihanna's idea. I'm not sure. Ooh, and it has no fragrance, which a lot of beauty YouTubers love. It doesn't really matter to me as long as it smells good. I don't really care. This does make my skin feel really good though. I love Fenty. And I hadn't ever bought Fenty before I got it in my boxy one month. Like I got that whole boxy of Fenty. I'm like obsessed. And I do know that I could order all of this stuff separately online, but I just love going to the store. Just can't help it that I don't like to wait. And a lot of the time makeup gets damaged in your process. And some beauty retailers will not replace it because it's not their fault. It's the whoever handles it, FedEx, UPS, whoever. So you gotta be careful with it. That's why I prefer to buy it. So now we're gonna go in with the Hourglass. Nope, that's the concealer. We're gonna go in with the Hourglass Vanish Seamless Finish Foundation Stick. Jaclyn Hill loves this, and I think every time that I've seen somebody use this, it looks so pretty on them. And I love this stick. That way, super compact for traveling. We're just going to do a little bit at a time. I had never bought Hourglass or anything. Like, I'd always like to just at least try out the foundation. But if you've been in any makeup stores, you know that their testers are all closed off because of the corona. So we go in there, and I'm like hoping and praying that this is the right shade, and it looks pretty on point. I did pretty good. Now, if I would have done this when I first started YouTube, like a year ago, with all of the craziness that's going on in the beauty community, everyone's, you know, choosing sides and fights and doing all this and coming out with their truths. Well, Morphe decided, so the only one that I know of that did this was Jackie Aina. She decided that she was going to cancel her creator's code with Morphe because Morphe wasn't standing up for what was right and was working with the people like Jeffrey and Shane, who Jackie thinks are racist. And you know, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, and everyone has different experiences. People change, people don't change. I don't know because I'm not like in with those people. She was like, okay, you guys, I'm deactivating my code with Morphe, and I don't remember if she did it with another brand. So she did that, and a lot of people were like, yeah, why is Morphe not doing anything? And I think a lot of people were outraged by that. So originally Morphe had decided to cut all ties with Shane Dawson, which, you know, is coming to light. I think a lot of people are cutting their ties with Shane Dawson. So Morphe took Shane Dawson off of their website, kept all the other Jeffree Star stuff on. Until recently, they just announced a couple days ago that they were cutting all of their ties with Jeffree Star. So I got on the Ulta website, and I was looking for something else, and I just happened to come across the Jeffree Star Morphe collab, and everything's on sale like 50%. So if you want anything Jeffree Star with Morphe, go ahead and go over to the Ulta website and get it cheap. Now let's go with some concealer. This is the Hourglass. This is the sister. This is the Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Concealer, and this is in the shade Beach. I love this packaging. I think it's so pretty. I think this may be a little light. I don't know. We'll see. The thing that I like about this doe foot applicator is that it makes it really easy to draw a straight line down your nose. And I'm actually kind of sad because one of the setting powders that I have been so in love with decided that it was just not going to work with my skin anymore. And it may have been that it was expired because I've had it for a while. The Ciate Linden translucent powder I've had for so long and I've liked it. And I don't know if it's because I'm becoming more evolved to the rest of the makeup world. I don't know exactly what it is. So I just don't like it anymore. For today's video, since this is a new, brand new unbox Sephora, I'm gonna go with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Powder, and this is in the shade Pound Cake. Okay, well, we're not keeping this box anyway. This is like impossible to open. I opened this and I thought that it was this, but it's not. So that says freshly baked, and it's got little instructions. It says baking made easy. Dip dense brush or beauty sponge into powder net. Pack a generous layer under the eyes from the corners to the temples, the T-zone, and the outer corners of the chin. Let powder bake for 3 to 5 minutes while applying the rest of your makeup. Use a fluffy brush to gently dust away the excess powder. And then you have the packaging, super simple, cute, and it gives you kind of a visual. Let's go ahead and contour out the face. So we do have another Huda Beauty product. This is the Tantour. This is the bronzer and contour cream. Looks like this. And this is in the shade Tan. I hope this is not too light. And this is the packaging. It doesn't look too light. Alright, so for this one, I also got this brush. So this is the Huda Beauty Face Sculpt and Shade Brush. So this is dual-ended contour and bronzer complexion brush. And it looks like this. It comes in this pretty packaging. I'm so obsessed with makeup, you guys. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to use this actual the little side because this side looks like this. And I just don't want to mess it up. Alright, wish me luck. So I didn't buy a blush, so I'm going to go in with one of my favorite blushes in the entire world, the Hourglass Ambient Lighting blush, and this is in the shade Diffused Heat. This is what I got in a BoxyCharm, and I just have to say that when this runs out, I will definitely get another one. Alright, so the highlighter for today, we have the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna Diamond Bomb. So this is an all-over diamond veil, and this is in the shade How Many Carats? This packaging is everything. Like, oh, holy moly. And I'm going to go in with the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH09. And it's not really like just a bold highlight, it's also like super glittery. Oh, I love it. It's so pretty. So pretty. So let's go into the eyeshadow. For eyeshadow primer, I'm still trying to find another one as good as the Morphe. So I'm just going to use this concealer. So this is the ABH Norvina collection. This is the Mini Pro Pigment Palette Volume 1. So this is 9 performance shades for professional grade artistry with maximum payoff. And this was $10. This was on sale at Sephora. So when it says for professional grade artistry with maximum payoff, okay, Norvina is, I believe, the creative director. If not, I'll post who she is up on there. And this is, I haven't even taken this off yet. This is a super colorful palette. The other palette is huge. So let's see, what do I want to do? I know what I'm gonna do. All right, so the first brush, I need to wash my brushes. So I'm going to go in with the shade C3, which is the shade right here. And I'm going to put that on the outer part of my eye. And this is a Morphe M513 brush. Trying something new. See, there's already a bunch of fallout. I just don't like that. So I'm gonna go with the Morphe X Jeffree Star. This is the JS12. I'm gonna go with this orange color right here. I'm going to try wetting my brush and see how that picks it up. And I think what's really important is when you watch people, you need to keep skin tone into consideration. Something that works for Jaclyn Hill is not going to work for me. Something that works for James Charles is not going to work for Jackie Aina. So just kind of keep that in mind, and that's base your picks off of that. For my under eye, I'm just going to kind of take all of these. Okay, so here's my thing. I'm not done with this actually. I'm going to take this shimmery shade right here, the second one, and I'm going to put that on my eyelid. Just like that. Like, that is, I just don't like it. I'm going to take this Morphe M152 brush. I'm going to go into this other shimmery shade. This shade right here. So for the eyelashes, for the mascara, we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lash Brag Volumizing Mascara. I love this packaging. I think it's so pretty. I'm going to go in with this super simple gloss. This is from Revlon, and this is in the shade 260 Rosy Future. Let's spray our face with the Jim Morphe X Jeffree Star. This is the Starberry. Okay, and here we have it with our finished product. Let's talk about the products. The foundation, or the primer, the Fenty Beauty primer, I really, really liked. I think it went on super soft, and even though it said soft matte, it was still kind of like hydrating. I think my skin looks good. Foundation and concealer, I both really liked those. They did not disappoint. Hourglass is actually a pretty good brand. Hourglass is actually a pretty good brand. I'm really happy that I decided to go ahead and get these on my Sephora trip, and I would definitely repurchase these. The setting powder is good. It didn't look like, yeah, it doesn't look like it caked up at all. No complaints there. It was really, I really appreciated how easy it was to slide off. My Ciate London was really getting really hard to swipe off, and I've noticed that the Makeup Revolution setting powder, I had that for a while, and that one was also super hard to get off. So I do like the setting powder, and this is in the shade Pound Cake, but they have all different types. I got Pound Cake because it wasn't the lightest, and I wanted something that was a little bit translucent, but darker for my skin tone. The cream contour, like I said when I applied it, I think it sculpted out my face. I really appreciate that, and I really liked how easy it was. Like let me show you this. I barely tapped into it, and it went on great. So this I've been looking for a cream contour. I don't know how long that hasn't like broke the bank, because you know the ones that the beauty gurus use, they're like stupid expensive. But that one was a fair price point. And I really loved the brush that went with it. What else do we have? The blush I've already used. You guys know that's my favorite blush. The highlighter. Oh, I love it. Like when you touch it, it's so smooth. Like I remember, and it's glittery. It's not like shining because of a color. It's shining because it's glittery. I remember being in in Sephora. So this was before I had actually like really shopped at Sephora like that. This is probably my first time actually making like a real purchase in Sephora. My friend Sarah and I, we like to like when we get together, we worked at the Children's Museum together. When we get together, we like to like do girl things, like go out to eat, go shopping, do this, do that. And the last time we went to the fashion mall, and we went into Sephora, and I was like testing them out. She had sorry, I'm trying to do like a trillion things at once. She actually had gotten the Fenty primer, and I don't really know if it was this primer or if it was a different primer. But she got in the Fenty one, and I was like, I want to go in here and I want to look at the Huda Beauty stuff, because I was really into Huda Beauty when I first started makeup. And Brianna had that Huda Beauty the highlighting palette, and I loved it so much, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I went in there, and I was trying that out, and I was like, oh, I need that. And I actually just got it the last time I went in there. So, all right, let's talk about the eyeshadow palette. Sorry, I got on this big tangent. This eyeshadow palette, I have mixed feelings about. Maybe if I just did like 1 or 2 colors. I don't think the colors blended really well together. I think the look turned out okay, but I just wasn't a fan. And it was super chalky, and I barely put any pressure on this one right here, and it looks like there was like a dent in it, and I just don't like that. I don't like that with eyeshadows. So Anastasia Beverly Hills, you set my expectations too high with what you wrote on the box, and I'm still just not a fan. But I am always willing to try stuff out if they come out with new products that a lot of people like, and a lot of people like the Norvina palette. I would be eager to try the Jackie Aina palette with Anastasia Beverly Hills, just because typically the YouTube creator collabs are usually a lot better. So because what I've noticed is the brands don't really know what the crowd wants, but the YouTubers do. So I will keep my eye out for that, and if I ever find it, I will get a video on that. The Lash Brag actually turned out really pretty. I don't think you can really tell, but I do really like how it turned out. It looks good. And then I've used the lip gloss and the spray before, so that's all new. That's not new stuff. All right, you guys, that is all. Thank you for tuning in. It's like 1,000 degrees in my room. That's why I put my hair back up. I'll put it down just in case I find a thumbnail that I like out of this. Alright, you guys, if you guys liked this video, give it a great big thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed, turn on the notifications so you don't miss a video. Alright, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.